DoubleKBeats, Double K Productions. I am back with you in Presonus Studio 1.5. Let's keep on rolling. I showed you EQ compressor. It's time to get into what y'all want. Y'all want to break down the beat? Let's save that for last. Let's break down the part of parallel compression and getting the room noise to sound good and sitting in stuff like that. So let's go and do that. Alright, after I do my compression, add my reverbs, add my delays, I love to add somebody back in there. Why is these are different colors? What weirdo stuff is going on? Let's fix this mic. I love to add some parallel comp to my vocals, add some highs and all that good stuff. So let's break that down of what I got going on. We're going to turn those on. Make sure we got that good sound and stuff going on like that, like such. We'll solo it out. Let's add that in there.
Don't. Hits after hits, then I do it again. Over and over. Put them songs up on DistroKid. That's right. Then watch how them bitches take off and spin. You should know right up by now.
Right.
Truly.
So one way I take care of the room noise, as I showed you in the compression, the same thing here. First one is the deep breaths. I was breathing too hard. Instead of going in there doing what I'm supposed to do as an engineer, is to go in there, find each breath and turn them down or take them out depending on what sounds good within the mix. So instead of going in there finding those, taking them out, because I rap through the whole beat, I just use deep breath. That's why you hear that delay every time I press this button. It's a delay in it because this deep breath is working it's working before it hits this, so it got to read it before that breath come in so it can clap it down. All right,
hits after hits, then I do it again. Put them songs up on DistroKid. Then watch how them bitches take off and spin. You should know.
This is what it sounds like.
Hits after hits, then I do it again. Put them songs up on DistroKid. Then watch how them bitches.
I didn't want all that in there because we was just rapping through the whole entire song. So let's take most of the breath out. And then another way, like I showed y'all, most of the time I'm gonna add more than 1.5. I just didn't want to take too much. I'm rapping too much. I'm rapping like through the whole entire thing. I keep saying that, so I'm not trying to take some of all that. I got a lot of dynamics going on, so if I add too much of this, it's gonna suppress, as it is suppressor. So it's a compressor, but it's suppressing it. All right, so
hits after hits, then I do it again. Put them songs up on DistroKid. Then watch how them bitches take off and spin. You should know right up by now.
Yeah, truly, it's chopping it, so I only add 1.5. I'm okay with the room noise going on a little bit because the reverb's gonna take out. You won't be able to hear because the reverb's gonna drown that room noise out. As long as you put your reverb in there the right way. Okay, so that's really how I go about handling that. Then EQing already, as I showed y'all, it's gonna help that room noise take out some of that EQ. It's gonna bring it up. Compressor's gonna bring the room noise up, but also, you know, using the NS1 by Waves, it's gonna help that room noise, and then adding the reverb definitely helps the room noise. And then everything, entire mix, you'll never know I had room noise in my vocals. All you'll hear is me spitting what I need to come across, okay? So parallel comp is another way to also help out with bringing your vocals present. I didn't even have these turned on. Let's turn them on. One way I achieve parallel is to put an EQ on there before it goes into the hard compression, the bluey.
Hits after hits, then I do it again.
Still don't have them on.
Hits after hits, then I do it again.
Okay.
Put them songs up on DistroKid. Then watch how them bitches take off and spin. You should know.
You'll hear exactly what is going on.
Hits after hits, then I do it again. Put them songs up on DistroKid. Then watch how them bitches take off and spin.
Just add some body to it, okay? Add that body to it, to the lead vocal. That way I ain't so thin, because I love to keep the track mono. So when your track is mono, it's straight up the middle. And that's what you want people to hear, because they listening on headphones, they're listening on their phone out of mono track, out of mono speaker most of the time on the phone. You know, unless you buy them spits ones, they got 2 speakers. But other than that, it's mono, it's to the middle. So instead of that being what it is, and I love to keep it in the middle, but I love to also add some body to it, some width to it. So I'm gonna add that comp to it to make it even more present and stand out. Then I'm come with some saturation on there and over exaggerate this.
Hits after hits, then I do it again. Put them songs up on DistroKid. Then watch how them bitches take off and spin.
Add a lot of that. Definitely add some more room noise back to your vocals. So we just turn it down to add some body to it.
Hits after hits, then I do it again. Put them songs up.
One thing I don't tell y'all, or y'all don't even hear, is, let's bring this to another spot, is the pitch shifter. I love to add this in there because not only we talking about body here, and body, and what body means within the mixing room is character. You know, like I can talk right now and I sound so thin, sound just so blah blah blah, and then once I start adding EQ to my voice and compression, it gets a little thin. And adding body means adding a little fat to it. Let's put it in that. Let's putting a little fat within the vocals. I thinned up. I was lean. I need a little mass to me. So that's why I add the sound pitch shifter.
Boards are riding bikes. Better be in the house on the street lights. Don't come around my way with that fake advice.
I turn it down ever so slightly. That way it ain't sounding too... It ain't present. You won't hear it every time I put the track on with everything. The overall mix that I like to talk about, just add it in there.
Boards are riding bikes. Better be in the house on the street lights. Don't come around my way with that fake advice.
Okay. And then I come back with the dub. Let me spread that out. Spread it out like I was just talking about. It's mono. Let me spread it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Add some width to it. You know, add a little bit without doing it to the track itself. I'm a side chain it out. Not side chain it. I'm going to send it out and send it to a dub. And then the dub's going to do the spreading for me, instead of doing it on the track itself. And what I mean by that, putting a dub right here, trying to spread it out. Now you'll never hear me, right? So I send it. And then we got the dub going on. So if I turn that up and exaggerate it.
Boards are riding bikes. Better be in the house on the street lights. Don't come around my way with that fake advice. I'm the type of nigga needs money quick. Get it by any means, wrist flick. Still rockin' Gucci to this day, fit sick. No diamonds on me, but I can still steal your bitch.
Okay.
They don't
just spread it a little bit, get some width to it, and then I blend
boards
it
are riding bikes. Better be in the house on the...
After that, so much mud going on. You know, you're doing too much reverbs, delays, all that. So much mud going on. Well, I still want my vocals to be present, my lead vocal to be present out there. So I got to add some more highs to it and bring them highs in just ever so slightly, but I'm over-exaggerated so you can hear what it's doing.
Boards are riding bikes. Better be in the house on the street lights. Don't come around my way with that fake advice. I'm the type of nigga needs money quick. Get it by any means, wrist flick. Still rockin' Gucci to this day, fit sick.
Right. just to add some more highs into it. And the reason why I put a de-esser on it, just control it a little bit. I don't want that every time you hear me, so I'm just controlling a little bit of highs, but I'm also gonna blend it. I ain't gonna leave it up over exaggerated. I'm blend it in a little bit. Now you can hear me more. There is layers to in the whole entire mix. You get what I'm saying? I know I'm just breaking it down individual. This is how you gotta break it down. How I'm breaking it down to you, that's how you have to break it down to get your whole entire mix to sound good. All this look complicated, but put a plug-in on, as I talked about in the compressor video. This plug-in, I saw a tutorial on it. I said, hey, let me try that on my vocals. I tried it, found out where it fit within my mixing, and used it. If it didn't sound good, you would have never known I used this. You know what I mean? So put the plug-in on, figure out that plug-in, and stay using that plug-in until you find out another one that sounds better. All right, they all do different things. That's why we got so many plugins within this world, VSTs, because they all do something different. We got some modulation going on. I needed some modulation. I never normally add this, but this song calls for something like that. But I wanted to add a little bit mods going on, something to add something different to my vocals, as in I always sound the same, but I wanted some tightness and stuff like that to it, so I add a little bit of CLA effects, okay? Crunch, and as you hear, take phase. This is a great plug-in. I don't even know why I don't use it that much. I need to, because it's great. You can put it on and just go with it, but I needed something different that I normally don't do. You know, I normally do distortions and saturation, but I wanted something different on this song.
Boards are rotten box.
We're gonna over exaggerate it. Mute that one out.
Boards are rotten box. Better be in the house on the street lights. Don't come around my way with that fake advice. I'm the type of nigga needs money quick. Get it by any means. Boards are rotten.
Some raw effect. That's what I was trying to achieve. Instead of, just being straight there, spitting. I wanted the song to be, everything I'm saying for you to feel. And to have that is all about feeling within the song. Not only am I trying to get a point across, but I also want you to feel and have something different than just listening to me. Be like, ooh, ah, you know what I'm saying? It's a feel, man. Music is feel. So.
Boards are rotten box. Better be.
Get all of it on.
Boards are rotten box. Better be in the house on the street lights. Don't come around my way with that fake advice.
Instantly, it brings some presence out. It brings some width out within the lead. And this is my second ads that I did, and just ad libs, emphasizing the words that I already said. So, just add some parallel comp here, some saturation, some wide, and some highs, some wides, wide, and some highs, just so my second ads can be more present than the first one, as you can see, so I could add some body. Normally I just do a lead and then do the ads right here and leave it at that, but it needs some ends, it needs some more ads just to add some more body to it, and then the rest is history after that. Add my little side chaining over here, not side chaining, sends over here to put some more body within the vocal. Hopefully you understand that. I know it sounds complicated. Body is just adding some more mass within the lead. Once you start compressing and EQing, as I showed y'all that, it thins it out. Let me add some more into it. EQ those. That way it don't sound muddy. It sounds present and clear up front. And we're going to keep on riding with it. So, that's it on that. Character. Add some character to your mix. Don't always sound thin inside your mix. Okay? Songs is all about feel. Whether you're rapping, singing, pop, whatever, country, whatever. All of it. It's about feel. I listen to country so much because I feel it so much. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a feel. When I listen to rock, it's all about a feel when it comes to me. You know what I mean? So I'm not just one guy do this. Yes, I make this because it was easier. This is what I learned. This is what I make. All right? But music is about feel, man. It's about feel. Getting to the soul and rocking out to it, okay? So do that. we'll be back with another video on this. We're gonna talk about the delays, reverbs, and all that good stuff, and how I went about achieving that within this mix. Okay, holla.